What is our reaction to that? This news always makes waves, and nothing makes me more angry.
You know, I'm a Falcons fan waking up this morning. I'm like, it's great. We got Matt Ryan. He's getting paid. But it makes me kind of nervous. I'll take you back. When I was about 23 years old, all I wanted was a giant television in my apartment. It's all I cared about. So I went and I spent all my money on like the 56-inch TV, whatever it was. And I had no place to sit. I had no place to sleep. I had no utensils. I didn't have a toaster. I couldn't afford anything else. It's a funny thing with the Falcons because they spent a lot of money on the court, and they have to. It's the market. But then I look at the NFC. They got a lot of quarterbacks. And look at what the Falcons did in free agency, all right? They brought in a backup tight end, a backup guard, and a special teamer because that's kind of what they could afford. You look at what the Rams just did in free agency with Jared Goff on a rookie contract. Brought in everything. Wentz with the Eagles, they didn't get fleeced. They bring in Bennett. They bring in Nada. They bring in Mike Wallace. And there's a list long as my arm of guys on rookie contracts. Dak, Mariota, Mahomes, Watson, Trubisky. These guys can afford to buy furniture to watch that TV. I'm excited for a Falcons fan, but I'm also a little nervous.
But if you had that furniture, you'd have a baby TV. At least you had that big TV.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. We watched a lot of 24.
Before I get to my point, I want to respond to that because I had the same place. I had the huge TV.
Talk about it.
I had me a little bean bag that didn't cost me anything that I got in the middle of the mall.
I sit on a bucket.
Busted up couch. I think I even had a lawn chair down there. It was terrible, but as soon as my guys got down there and the drinks started flowing, all we cared about was that TV, and we made everything around us work. And that's what they're going to have to do.
There's the TV.
Once they pay everybody, they're going to have to make all the other pieces around them work. Now, getting back to my point, I'm happy. I heard the news. I saw it pop up on my phone. I sent out a tweet. It was basically Maddie with the ice emoji, the eyes emoji, and the money bag emoji.
Nailed it, Nate.
Because I love it. I love seeing football players get this type of bread. Now, I'm not going to be the guy to say, well, I hope the other positions get appreciated like this, because I know that all football players are thinking that. If you're not a quarterback, you're thinking, okay, now let's start appreciating other positions. But what I do love is for the first time in a long time, especially over the last 2 years, football contracts are starting to remind me of NBA and baseball contracts. And that's all we've been asking for so long. But the thing is, you guys know me. I get it. If I'm in the front office, I'm like, listen, these guys can get banged up anytime. I'm not going to guarantee them money. But I played on that field. I understand what it takes. And because we can go out at any moment, that's why I want these guys to have more guarantees than they ever had before. And I love that because it reflects what the league is making. This is a $13, $14 billion industry.
It certainly sets a precedent for the quarterback position. I don't know if other positions can do it. I will say this. It's good to be a quarterback, and it's really good to have a good year under Kyle Shanahan.
Talk about
Look at these names. Matt Ryan, MVP year under Kyle Shanahan, and I think we're still hanging our hat on that. Kirk Cousins got his big start under Kyle Shanahan. He's making $90 million guarantee, whatever it is. And Jimmy Garoppolo is now making it. So Kyle Shanahan, if you are a young quarterback in high school or college, I would even say, I'm not going to enter the draft. Just sign as an undrafted free agent with Kyle Shanahan. Just go figure it out. Be the seventh stringer, and he'll make you money. I will say this, though, with Matt Ryan. Without Kyle Shanahan last year, he had a down year, and people were blaming Sark. People were blaming injuries on the offense. You're getting this giant payday, and I feel like his whole career up until that MVP season was Matt Ryan just can't win the big one. Like, they go to the playoffs, they're a 1 seed, they're at home, they're in the Georgia Dome, the whole deal, and they lose. And then last year it was kind of, well, it's Sark, and they've got to get... No more excuses. You are the highest paid quarterback, and you are the highest paid quarterback by a lot right now. You're 33 years old. It's not, you're a father now, all this stuff. It's like, go win a Super Bowl and show everyone that you are a Hall of Fame quarterback. Because right now, if the Hall of Fame vote was to be up, I don't know if Matt Ryan is. You're being paid like you are. Go be the best. Be first-team All-Pro again.
Jimmy Garoppolo is being paid like a Hall of Fame quarterback. So I look at this, and I like your point on Shanahan, but I see 6 double-digit win seasons in the last 10 years. That was not all with Shanahan. That is, in that division, that's one of the toughest divisions in football. For him to do that is amazing. I think being an MVP is elite company. That is the Heisman of the NFL. If you are an NFL MVP, that you did earn something there. I don't like that nobody's saying that Matt Ryan's the best quarterback. You could make that argument, I guess. Nobody's saying that now that he's getting paid more. People correlate the two. It's just timing. It's the market. Aaron Rodgers is kicking back and loving what's happening because he's about to get broke off as well. I look at it, and I think that when Garoppolo got paid $100 million, that's after we just argued yesterday that Cousins is a better quarterback than him, and Garoppolo is being paid more. It is wild to me to see people picking apart Matt Ryan. It just seems it's unfair to me. I don't approve of it. At least Ryan's won. Like, Derek Carr, call me when you've won the division, let alone the conference. So Matt Ryan, to me, has earned this money.
Yeah, and